Hello, my friends. Welcome back again. Here I am, same day, same Sunday morning, still messing about in the kitchen. And you know what? When things are working right, it's hard to stop. And it's even harder when I've been on this little, whatever you want to call it, blue funk. We're going to call it a blue funk. My COVID hangover. It's kind of like a COVID hangover. So I'm going to carry on here. This is a little bit of a different thing. This is a fiber board, you guys, and I have quite a few of these. They paint really well. My mother, my dear mother, goes to a place in her town where she lives, and she picks these up for me for free. And I think they're used as maybe a separator in something that whatever company this is, they get things that come in packing crates. And I think they use these little dividers as exactly that, a divider, and then they just discard them. So my mom collects them for me, and they're fabulous. They're really, really cool. They paint up really well. So we're going to try a modified bloom. The only thing that happens is they will warp a little bit. But my mother has fixed that problem for me too, because she works in a senior citizen center, and she comes up with these beautiful little frames that are simple for her to do. I'll show you if I can do this, and they look like that. So this piece is a piece I've done, same thing, a while back, and these little wood trim boards just have a little groove in them on the ends, as you can see. She cuts all those grooves by hand with a saw or some sort. And I am able to just slide these boards up. So, my mother's the best. Thank you, my mother, for being the best. All right, I don't really know what I'm doing here other than a modified bloom. So, I don't know if I'm going to do multiple blooms. I'm not sure. I think I will. I think we'll do a few blooms. And then we'll just modify like crazy. Payne's Gray. Raw Sienna, I was liking my sort of southwestern color scheme that I had going on. This is the Liquitex Gauche in a teal blue, kind of a turquoise teal. I'm not sure what the actual color name is. Took a little bit of fiddling around to get it to work, because it's doesn't really have a lot of binders in it, I don't think. So this one is the Artist Loft Gold with a little tiny bit of Jacquard dry pigment put into it because it was really boring, and a little splash of bright yellow. Permanent Violet. And beside the permanent violet and the blue, we're going to put some brilliant yellow. Maybe lots of yellow, just to brighten things up. And I think, what do I think? I think maybe we'll put some rose gold. I think I'm going to put kind of a little more paint than normal on this, because I want it to sort of stretch out. You know what's calling me? The lime. The lime is calling me. Absolutely it is. And so we're going to put our Bare Satin Enamel House Paint. And black cell mix. And you know what, you guys? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Let's get the lime going. Everything's better with lime. Look at that color. How can you not like that? What other color should we do, you guys? Should we just go crazy with color? Yeah, maybe we'll stop. We'll stop here. So on top of the white enamel, I'm going to add a little bit of gold, because the golds and the blacks, or the metallics and the blacks, cell mix really does some pretty things. I love the white, and the white will still poke through as it always does, but we're going to do that. And to this time, if you watched my last video, I dumped Payne's Gray on top instead of cell mix. So this time I really am going to use the black cell mix. All right. Let's do this, you guys. Let's blow this out, and then I don't know where we'll go from here. We'll have to do it together though. Here we go. Okay. Whew. So we are going to give this a second, like we always do. And then we're going to make some modifications. We're going to spin it out, and we're going to see what we can do. So I have the back of this covered with Mattac because it gets very messy, as you know, and I like the painting. I'm not super fond of the finishing. So I cover things with Mattac from the dollar store, things like this. The tiles are no big deal because I can scrape them, but the fiberboard doesn't scrape as well. So I cover them with some Mattac, and then I can just peel it off when I'm done. All right, guys, let's do this. I need to find my gloss. So I'm going to do this in multiple directions, making it like it's maybe one, not so much a bloom. I don't want 3 individual flowers. I kind of want them all to break up so that it's just color. So let's do it that way. I want lots of lines to play with, so we're going to really cut this one up, I think. Maybe more so than normal. Because we're not looking for an individual bloom, we're just looking for color on the canvas. All right. Okay, I'm going to put my little wall up here that you can't see. We're going to spin this out. It barely fits in my spinning table. Oh, goodness. Okay. We're going to spin it the other way. All right, let's do this, my friends. I'm going to put it back your way. I have lots and lots of areas to work with here. And so this is not going to be a speed video by any means. This is going to take me a bit of time. And like I said in the last video, if you get tired, turn me off. Come back when I'm done. So simple. So simple. You guys are in full control of this. All right, let's start. Where do we start on this? Well, I'm going to start right here. Yeah, this is fun to do a bigger piece. Fun for me, that's for sure. But it's like doodle art for big girls because I can spend a lot of time puttering around doing this. And we're just going to do everything the same as we always do, my friends. We're not going to add anything more. We're just going to keep modifying the same way. So these little curlicues, I think the best thing about these is it's a really good way to tie in all these little ends that look messy. You can just kind of swirl them, and then that way it just cleans up that line. Come over to you guys on this side. Some pretty little sections in this I really like. This is lovely, the way these cells all came together. Like I said, guys, in my last video, hold your stick on different angles. It changes the outcome of the modification. Like this little section here that we just did that kind of has that feathery feel, hold your stick on an angle. The more you do this, the more you'll see the potential for what you can do. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. You know, it's fairly simple once you start playing with it. It really is. I don't know if I need something in here. Maybe we'll do some black lines in there, some black dots. That's it, guys. We're just going to keep going. I'm not going to talk because the more I talk, the lengthier this process becomes. And I get it. It's not super fun sitting here watching me doodle. It's fun to see the outcome in the end, but getting there can be a little bit monotonous. I wasn't liking this, so I'm going back through it in a different direction. Tie those lines together. Voila, looks like it was meant to be. Okay, I'm going to come down on this corner. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. So I am here, you can see. So this line was quite wide. There was a lot of negative space there. So you know what? Take the line above it and just bring it back through. Close some of that space. You know, sometimes I open the space by making the bigger lines. Sometimes I close it by doing just exactly that. We're just going to feather it through. So I'm liking this negative space here. I'm going to keep that. I could add something in there, but I think I might just leave it. But yeah, you can close spaces. Absolutely. What was in here? Let's add a little bit in the bottom corner here. There's my lime poking through that we all know I'm very fond of. Okay guys, you know what? I think I'm gonna leave this here. It's pretty fun. And I can hear my daughter and grandbaby plunking around, so I'm sure any minute I'm gonna hear the hi mom. So I'm gonna bring it over and take a look. It's gonna be hard to post a still of this because it's quite long. I think it's like 6 by 16. So there it is. Super fun to do. Super fun to hang out with you guys in the kitchen. And here we go. Look at all these funky little details. So this is our line that we closed that you're looking at. Bringing one over the other. All these lovely little details. There's my eagle feathers. So we could add some little black dots if we wanted to, but I think that there is enough interest as is that I'm just going to walk away. You have to always ask yourself, you know what, are you adding to it or are you going to distract? So at this point, I am going to call it quits here. I'm going to say the same thing I always say. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your support and your kind words. And you know what? I feel you guys. You guys are wonderful. It is so nice to have such an amazing support system. Thank you guys. Thank you so very much. All right, my friends, pour happy, stay safe. We'll get together really soon. I think the sun is back out, which means I should go work in the garden. All right, guys, happy Sunday.